Welcome to Tofurious Toys. Thank you for joining me for this review of the deluxe collectible figure Iron Man Mark 44 Hulkbuster from the Avengers Age of Ultron from the DLX line by Threezero. First, I'd like to apologize for my voice. I have been battling allergies. Here on the front, we have a giant picture of the Hulkbuster armor. At the bottom, it says Marvel Studios Avengers Age of Ultron, and then the name of the figure. Flipping to the inside cover, we get another image of the Hulkbuster armor with a few images of its action features. On the right, through the window, we can see the Hulkbuster armor itself, and it is obscured by a plastic bag. The left and right sides both just say Iron Man Mark 44 Hulkbuster DLX Collectible figure. The top just repeats what's on the left and right sides. On the bottom, we got your standard legal warnings and an indication that this is not a toy. On the back, we got another beautiful photograph of the figure itself, as well as contact information for Threezero. Take it all in. This is a gorgeous work of art. Alright, let's treat this package like it's the Hulk and bust on out of it. Here we have an open palmed right hand for an arc blast. It's a soft rubber, so it's got a little bit of give to it. Here we have the left open palmed hand for the arc blast. This spare right hand just has kind of relaxed fingers. And the left hand with the relaxed fingers. Here is the supplied instruction manual. Alright, let's take a look at this beast. Get a peek into the cockpit here. I'm excited to see what it looks like with Iron Man inside. I just did a cursory glance at that manual, so let's see if I can get this open without breaking it. Got the chest open here. These shoulders have some wiggle room, but they ain't moving. Alright, we got the cockpit open. Now let's get this Mark 43 Iron Man ready for insertion into Mark 44. Instructions? Who needs them? Dang, that first one came out so easily. Why is this one being so difficult? Alright, whoops. I think I did this wrong. There's a clear gap where his shoulder should go. How do you separate this part of the arm? Oh, it disconnects above the elbow. Instructions would be nice. It is a struggle trying to get it in there with just one shoulder in place. These shoulders got to open up more. Yeah, that definitely doesn't want to go in there. I got to figure out how to get these shoulders open. If something's not doing what you want, you just kind of force it, right? That's how these things work. Well, I got one of them up, having a little bit more trouble with this other one. I see. You gotta pull up a little bit before trying to fold it out. Dang, dude still doesn't want to fit in there. I had to fold his arms into his sides a little bit more. Nice, perfect fit. This is gorgeous. I love it. Alright, let's take a look at the articulation here. Whoa, we got some armpit hair falling out. At the shoulder, we've got 360 degrees rotation. The shoulder pad or pauldron moves quite a bit so that it can stay out of the way. At the bicep here, we've got another 360 degrees rotation. Elbow doesn't seem to bend too much. The gauntlet opens up to reveal some weaponry underneath. There's another little door right here on the gauntlet. Moving on to wrist rotation. Well, the gauntlet's in the way. Whoops. I wasn't really trying to pull that off. There is 360 degree rotation at the wrist. Let's try on another hand here. Let's try the repulsor blast hand. Surely the elbow has more bend than that. Let's revisit this. There we go. It's quite a bit of difference. The elbow has a double joint for a better than 90 degree bend. Moving on from the arms, let's get to the torso here. Move these arms out of the way for a better view of the torso movement. He's got pretty decent downward movement there. I think he can bend over further than I can. Get another view of the movement here from the back. Alright, before I open up all this stuff to get him in there, now let's open it up to see how many moving parts there are. Here it is, everything I could find to open. Whoa, whoa, you gotta watch out. Close all this back up. I'll fold his arms up out of the way and we'll take a look at his leg movement. Kicking the leg out. Oh, this piece is in the way. That folds out a little bit. Alright, moving that out. Let you kick the leg out that far. Kind of afraid to try to take it any further. Oh, I didn't cover that movement. Back to the legs. This piece doesn't move anymore. No movement there. I feel some of these pieces wiggling, so I need to see if they move. At the thigh cut, we got a little bit of rotation here. Goes in that far. Folds out that far. This leg panel here is loose. It's got to do something. Oh well, moving on to the knee. Oh, it slides down when you bend the knee. At least it's a double jointed knee that lets it bend greater than 90 degrees. Just going to try to see what else might be loose or moving. Okay, down here at ankle articulation, we got the tongue of the shoe moves. The heel cover flap here also moves. There is no movement here at the heel stabilizer. There appears to be no toe articulation. The spot where the tongue of a shoe would be, it's got that little dumbbell in there. It lets it pivot around quite a bit. These look like they might light up. I should probably look at the instructions and see if that's a thing. Knees look like they probably also light up. Alright, the struggle was real getting him in there. Now let's see what the struggle is to get him out. Getting my trusty ruler back here, it looks like he stands at just at 12 1/8 of an inch. Now we can set up to do some height comparisons. Scoot him back here a little bit to make room in the frame. We start with the baseline height comparison figure, the DLX Collectible figure Iron Man Mark 43 from Threezero. The first Hulkbuster for comparison is the SH Figure Arts Iron Man Mark 44 Hulkbuster from Bandai. Here we have the Marvel Fighting Armor Iron Man figure from Sentinel. Next up, we got the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Hulkbuster figure. Here we have a Toy Biz Thorbuster Iron Man. This one is a Build-A-Figure Hulkbuster that I modified to make it look like there was an Iron Man in the cockpit of the Hulkbuster. Here we have the Iron Man, the Armored Avenger Hulkbuster Iron Man from the Legends series. Next up is the Iron Man Hulkbuster figure from Marvel Select. I like to call this one my Giant Man Buster, but in reality it's just a 12-inch scale Marvel Select Iron Man. Here we have the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Hulkbuster figure from the Legendary Rider series. We can't get out of here without having a Tony Stark in business attire from Marvel Legends, followed by a 112 Collective Iron Man figure from Mezco Toys. We'll finish it off with the Batbuster Iron Man, the Thrasher Suit Batman. I expected this figure to be bigger than that SH Figure Arts version, but not as big as it ended up being. I would like to see this figure and the Mark 43 Iron Man with all of their lights turned on, but I really don't want to mess with those tiny batteries. Put them in for 5 minutes of light time and then leave them in there and they end up corroding the contacts. No thank you. My voice is going in and out, so I should probably wrap this up. There it is, you guys. I made it through it. This has been my review of the Deluxe Collectible figure Iron Man Mark 44 Hulkbuster from Avengers Age of Ultron from the DLX line by Threezero. If you have stuck with me this far, I very much appreciate your time. If you like what you have seen, please give that thumbs up button a beat down and communicate with me through the comments section. If you didn't care for it, you can also leave some comments with some constructive criticism. As always, thank you for joining me here at Furious Toys.